Hello, water lilies. And guess what? We in my kitchen today because I have to show you all what I have been doing on a regular basis. I am so excited. So back in the US, there was a lot of things that I just couldn't eat for various reasons. And so since I've been over here, it's different because, of course, you know, the stuff is not all pumped up with junk. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I've been tearing up watermelon, pineapple. I've even had an orange or two. These are things that I just could not eat. And I ate pineapple even knowing that the side effects was going to be vicious. I don't have those problems over here. Like my gums would swell up, itch and burn, or I would just heave everything back up after I ate it. So over here, I'm throwing down. So one of my latest addictions is cashew milk. For all of those that are lactose intolerant and spending all that money for stuff over the counter, I am about to show you how to make your own strain-free cashew milk. Now, it is required that you do have a decent blender or food processor. One of my friends told me you need at least like 800 watts. So mine is basically like a commercial version. It's like 4,500 watts or something like that. It throws down. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you how I make my cashew milk. All right. Alrighty, water lilies. I've got everything just about set up here. And I just want to show you some of the things that I use. Now, you can always find a recipe on some of these channels or Google it or do whatever it is you think you need to do for it. This is my recipe, okay? Mine. So I go through this stuff like crazy. Just to give you any type of clue as to how much I go through cashew milk. Like, I'm so addicted. I went through like let's just on average, a kilogram of raw cashews, which is about 2 pounds. So I'm going through about 2 pounds of raw cashews every week. And don't worry, the thing is here, they grow cashews. Are you jelly? Yeah, so the cashews are everywhere here. So they're not breaking my pockets. So what I do, most of the recipes call that you soak your raw cashews for at least 4 hours. If you soak them more than 2 or 3 hours, throw them in the refrigerator because you don't want that mess on your hands. So, of course, you need a container. Your cashews, I have about 2 cups of raw cashews soaking in water. I'm going to drain the water off of them and rinse them off. I add a little vanilla for flavor. Of course, all good cooks know that if it's sweet, you put, and this is technically not sweet. You can make it as sweet as you want, but a pinch of salt will do you. And because I have like about 2 cups of cashews, I like my consistency somewhere around skim milk to 1%. I do not like thick milk. So I will add, probably get rid of this little guy and put him back in a thing and just use 3 dates. Normally you can use 1 to 2 dates if you're using 1 cup or less of cashews. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off my cashews, drain them off, rinse them and everything, and then I shall be back, okay? Thank you. Alrighty, so I've rinsed off my cashews. I've drained them and rinsed them. Now, these have been soaking overnight and probably about 24 hours because I was feeling rather lazy yesterday and I drank the last of it, so I knew today was going to be the day, D-Day. So for those of you that are sleeping under a rock or this is your first time ever seeing one of my videos, I am in Africa, so I have been here almost a year. So I do rinse my stuff off in the sink, but just for purposes of this video, I'm gonna use some bottled water. And no, I haven't gotten the cooties and all that stuff, because guess what? It's actually civilized over here. Imagine that. So yeah, I'm loving life. And so these are just some of the things that I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump my cashews without making a mess into my blender. This is so quick, y'all. It is just so quick and easy. Because I like mine kind of thin, this, like I said, is 2 cups of cashews. I'm gonna use, start off with 3 cups of water, because one of the things about cashew milk, when you blending it like this, it's gonna froth up. Blend it till it's smooth, of course. And then when you put it in the fridge, it will thicken up. So I'm gonna try 3 cups and just show you how amazing this is. Of course, take your pits out of your dates, which is something that I forgot to do off camera. So usually I just pull them make them into smaller little pieces. Unless some of y'all just like to tear up y'all stuff, because these little pits is hard. And usually, because I don't believe in wasting anything, I'm greedy and I like dates. So I get all the skin off of the seed. Oh, and for any of y'all, she didn't do this, that, and the other, don't come on my channel with that mess, because I'm not the friendliest person. I was cool chilling when I first came here, but now that I see how some of y'all are, and my level of, instability, please don't. So this is my personal batch, let me say that. This is for me, and this is just to maybe give y'all something to do. Go find you a recipe where they doing everything like you want them to do it, and get up off my page. Real simple. Now I do have some issues in life, and I can't stand to have sticky fingers. So give me 1 second so I can wash my hands. Okay, so some of the things that I do in my old age is that I'm totally forgetful. So I had to kind of go back through that and say, did I put just a pinch of salt? I did not, because I had to go wash my hands. So just a tinge of salt in there. That's it, because nobody likes salty milk. And we use sea salt over here. That's just the thing over here. And I'm just going to put a capful of vanilla extract, or vanilla essence, as they call it. Because if I wanted vanilla milk, then yeah, just make it during the day. So that's just to add a little cool flavor. Now y'all, just watch this and see how easy this is. Now let me just tell you one more thing while I'm at it. I'm not a chef. I'm doing what's good for me. I'm just sharing with you something that I like to do, and something that is well worth it. The money you save is buying milk or cashews or almonds or whatever it is to make your milk is amazing. And no, I don't know the nutritional value. I know it's low calorie and it's good for you. It's something about the cashews or nuts or whatever, your omegas, the good fats, all that stuff is good for you. And you have to rinse the cashews or almonds or whatever off, because it's something that's on them. Something that comes out of them. I don't know what it is. Google it. All right. Ready, set, go. Start off on low, and then I just want you to see, I'm on this particular blender because it is amazing. I start off on low, because if I go too high too fast, I have chunks. I still have chunks of stuff. So on the slower level, the things stay low. And as you can see, it's rising up. And it's so powerful that on the higher speeds, they don't even recommend that you keep this blender going for over a minute. So I've big books and my dates just got pounded up in there. Can you see that we have looking like milk already? And what I do is I just look at the side of it, and it starts off at the bottom lighter and it works its way up. So once that light gets all the way up, and then because I'm scared to tear up my blender because they say 1 minute, I let it slow down and cool, because when you do it on the higher temperatures, you know that friction, it warms it up. And not that it's bad, because let me just show you. I don't know if you can see it or not. I might or I might not add a little bit more. This is just a little pounder thing that comes with it. And I think that I just maybe want maybe a half a cup more of water in my mixture. Oh yeah, and I give it a little taste test. Perfect. Perfect. And I'm just adding a half a cup more of water, because when it gets cool in the refrigerator, it's going to thicken up. Put my little cap back on here. Start it up. I think I still got a big piece of bacon there. Well, I have a big piece of bacon. Spin past this. This is just so you know, this is all it takes. The longer you blend it, the frothier and smoother it'll get. And you do not have to strain this to get chunks out. If you have a lower powered blender and you still have chunks, then you may want to strain your cashew or nut chunks out of it. And it really sounds good, but get the nut chunks out of it. But mine is perfect. So I usually blend until I really don't see any more of the little black specks of the dates. And because I like my blender, sometimes I just turn it up and turn it up, but you don't even need to do that. So yeah. That's it. You can taste it and see if you need to add something to it. Really, there's no need for it. So I just want to get closer and just show you, like, that's really runny. I like mine really runny. But in a couple of days, you know, it will be thickened up a little. And let me just show you how smooth. So that's pretty much just like bubbles. Yes. So all I'm going to do is get my little container to put it in the refrigerator, and then you can really see. Look at that. Ooh. And baby, it's rich. And that's why I had to start adding a little bit more water. It's super duper rich. I make smoothies and creamers and whatever else you would use milk stuff for. And I'm gonna leave a little bit in my blender. Well, I'm full, my thing is full, but I'm gonna leave this little bit in here and show you what I'm working with. I do freeze cubes to make my smoothies. Woo, woo. So my next addition is bananas. And if you saw the picture that I posted out my window, this is the view that I was posting from the window. There's like banana trees all back there, and the bananas are, the bunches have come up. They're still green, but I just put my cashew milk in a ice tray. Our little ice trays here are really tiny, so we got little itty bitty little things. And so I will put about 6 to 10 in there to make a smoothie. I also have frozen bananas. I'll throw a pinch of cinnamon in that. That will be my morning staple, my breakfast for the morning. And that worked out perfectly well because I didn't have to do any cleaning. This was the leftover. So I cut my little bananas up and put them in the freezer. So this is probably equivalent to a little over 1 banana because I see more than... Yes, banana me. And I have my bananas here. I just went and I buy them 6 at a time. So I'm going through like 12 bananas a week. So yeah. Where's my lid? Yeah, I'm fickle. I'm sitting here looking for the lid. It's right in my face. This is what happens. Now, yesterday I was having a sweet tooth, so what I did was added a little honey to the mixture. Today is just, straight bananas, and can't forget cinnamon. So you can go to the store, the supermarket, or the big market, and it's better, cheaper and better to buy your spices and everything fresh out the vat. You know, they just ground them up. Not something that's in a canister that is losing all its flavor and zing, which is fine. But once you get these fresh, so this is cinnamon. I just dump it in there because you can never have too much cinnamon. And then I'm just gonna blend this up. I probably cut some of this stuff out, but this is where we're going with this. Now, because they're frozen, I would do the little pulsating thing, but it would start splashing all over the side. And here we go, getting rid of the goods already. So I think I just want a little bit more in there to help this cause. And play with me, I might get another banana. There we go. It's the bananas and not the ice cube that is, it's like just turning into nice little ice cream consistency. So as you can see, making a smoothie is harder than making a cashew milk. For me, anyway. Alright, I think that's that. It sure is. It's just like a banana cinnamon milkshake. And today is just normal because I don't have a sweet tooth today. Look at this. Ooh, it's like a milkshake for real. All that was y'all cashew milk, frozen bananas, and frozen cashew milk. I just usually add the liquid to it so that, oh my God, look at that. Yes, 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 y'all. And then after I get off of the camera, I'm gonna be uncivilized and I'm gonna put it in one of my little mason jars because that's how I roll. But yes, so there you have it. I'm looking for the lid. I have to spin through that little doodad. All right, so there's my container. So that was a little 3.5 cups of liquid. So this is what it gives me. I think this is a 32 ounce little doodad. Yeah. And because I don't have a really big refrigerator, so I can't have all those super huge containers. Thank you for allowing me to share with you how I do it. And I hope it works for you. But like I said, find you a recipe where they're telling you all that good stuff that you need to know, because I just want to show you what I'm doing. And so that's it for today. You got how I make my cashew milk, and with the leftover that didn't fit in the bottle, I made me a banana cinnamon smoothie, all in a matter of minutes. Thank you. All righty, water lilies. Love you. And I'll see you again soon.